Welcome you guys to another video. Tonight's one is on a bling nail, a nice pretty pink gel polish followed by fantastic gemstones. I'm using a sister gel polish there in 18 and the Christina gel polish in 1408. The Christina gel polish is the baby pink colour that I've got there. That's the one that I get off eBay, and I think I pay around $4 or $5 US. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying these coats. Always use the thinnest coats that you possibly can. That's number one rule. You guys have heard me say that before. So as you can see there, the coats are really, really thin. So what I'm going to do is get that underneath my LED light and set that for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to remove it from the light and do another coat. So in total, I'm actually going to do 3 coats on these nails to get a really nice pastel pink coverage. Now I use an LED light. The brand that I use is Artistic Color Gloss, and they are quite expensive. I think I paid around $400 for mine. But the best part of an LED light is that it only takes 30 seconds to cure each coat, as opposed to about 2 to 3 minutes if you were to use a UV light. The other thing about an LED light source is you get around 50,000 hours. I mean, that could last you 10, 15 years, depending on your usage, so they are very much well worth their money. So I'm up to the second coat there. The reason I'm actually doing the glitter coat on that ring finger is I'm going to be covering that in gemstones, so to give that real encrusted bling bling look. So I like to actually lay down a sparkly silver gel polish first. It just means that if there's any gaps in between the stones, they still look really nice and sparkly. So I'm going ahead and using a top coat now. This is the Christina top coat that I use. I'm going to put the top coat down first to give the gemstones something to adhere to. I'm just putting a dot of my top coat down there on my paper towel, and that allows me to dip my dotting tool into it, which gives my dotting tool a sticky surface to pick up the rhinestone. So I've got a rhinestone wheel there. I think it has about 5 different sizes, and I purchased that off eBay around $1.99 each. So I dip my dotting tool into my top coat, and that allows me to actually pick up the different size rhinestones. And I'm going to use 3 different sizes. I've got the really big ones there, mainly for effect. So they are really, really shiny, and also they fill up space. It would take a really long time to fill up an entire nail with really tiny little gemstones. So the big ones there, I think they're around 5 millimeters in diameter, and the super tiny ones are closer to about 1 millimeter, sometimes 2 millimeters. So the whole idea is that you just slowly take your time with different sizes and place them onto the nail. I've sped this up quite a bit, as you can probably see, but usually one whole nail takes me about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. They can be a little bit fussy sometimes picking up the gemstones. So the best part about using a gel polish is that obviously you're not in a rush to try and get these stones on before they dry, because you can still play around with them. As you can see, I can still move them a bit. Pop that hand underneath the LED light there to set the stones in place. And now I'm simply finishing the entire set off with a gel top coat. When it comes to actually top coating the gemstones, I don't like to do the top coat too thick. Reason being is when you cover the gemstones, it actually tends to make them quite dull, and they lose some of their shine. So as much as you want to keep them on there so that they don't fall off, you don't actually want to cover them too significantly. So that hand will again go back underneath the LED light there for 30 seconds. And then when we bring it out, we're going to cleanse it to get that sticky residue off, the gel residue that's left on the top. I'm using Young Nails Swipe, which is just an alcohol-based swipe on a cotton pad. And I'm just simply going to swipe over the top of that nail surface to remove all of that sticky residue. It leaves behind a nice shiny surface. As you can see, those blings look fantastic. And your client can walk out the door with totally dry nails, and she's not going to have to worry about smudging them. Those rhinestones will stay on there for 2 to 3 weeks until I actually physically remove them myself. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.